Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another fun week of e-learning. This week we're going to delve in and go to Unit 1.5. So we're going to click on Unit 1, Vital Signs. And then we're going to come down here to 1.5, Diagnosis Detectives. Now, before we go on, let me let you know this is the only assignment we're going to have this week. So you have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to complete this activity. All right, so know that. And as long as you get it handed in before next week's activity, I'm going to send you the answers to those people who get this turned in before Tuesday next week. Anyway, we're going to go to 1.5, Diagnosis Detectives. And in this activity, we're going to, as you can see, work with 5 different patients that have walked into our emergency room all at the same time, or doctor's office in this case. And we're going to have to diagnose them. Now, if we were in class, you guys would be put into teams. You would come up with a list of questions that you might ask these patients. And then I would bring in 5 of your 8th grade teachers, hand them a script, and you would interview them. And then they would be able to give you answers based upon what your questions were. And so obviously we can't do that now. So I've kind of had to modify this assignment a little bit for you. And so what we're going to do, you're going to see we have patient 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There are medical files there. And then we have interview information. This is the information that your teacher would have given you had you been able to interview them in class, okay? For example purposes, I'm just going to show you patient number 1 today, but you're going to do all 5 of these for next week, all right? So here's how this works. So let's take a look at patient number 1. And you can see that there are the vital signs at the top, as well as a blank case notes, okay? This is the information that you would be writing down from your interview if you had been doing an interview with your teachers one-on-one. Hang on to that just a second. We'll come back to that. Then you have the physical exam information. When the doctor walked in the room and did their analysis, they would have written this information here. These are the symptoms. They'll come in real handy in a little bit. Then you have your place for your diagnosis. I diagnose that this patient has cooties or whatever you're going to come up with, okay? So you'll diagnose them, and then you're going to tell me your justification. I think they have cooties because they've been hanging around, the wrong people with cooties for the last week. They have these symptoms. Their eyes are crossed. They're giggly, whatever. You're going to put your justification for your diagnosis of their illness in this spot. All right, let's get back to this case notes section. When you get to the main page, you will see in step 2, there are interview questions. And in these interview questions, they look like this. Now, again, these are the questions that most likely you guys would have come up with had you been asking patient 1 in a live setting. So you can take the information. These are the answers, okay? You're going to take these answers and you're going to kind of get them back here in your case notes. And you're going to kind of summarize it here so that you have vital signs, you have a summary, and you have the physical exam. Once you have all that information, you're going to come back to the Canvas page, and there's our friend, the disease dictionary. And the disease dictionary, as you have seen before, looks like this. There are 15 pages to them. And now you know the routine. You've been doing this the last couple weeks. You're going to take their vital signs. You're going to look for an incubation period in their interview script. They'll kind of let you know how long ago they were exposed to whatever illness that they've got. You're going to look at these symptoms, and then you are going to take that information and you're going to diagnose patient number 1. Again, what's the diagnosis? Which one of these is it? And then tell me how you know. How did you know that information? Then you're going to go back and repeat the process for patient number 2. Download patient 2, interview 2, go to the disease dictionary, figure out what they've got, fill in the diagnosis and the justification to the diagnosis, and then move to patient 3 and so on. I need one file from you. I need all of these files combined into one in Notability. So you have to drag these individually into Notability, and then I need you to combine this into one file before you hand it in. If you try to hand me in 5 separate files, if you hand in number 1, when you submit number 2, it erases number 1, and I don't see number 1 anymore. So you need to combine these so that I get all 5 patients in one file. That's what you're turning in. This is all I need you to turn in. Some of you guys last week also included the disease dictionary. I don't need that. I don't need these questions. All I need are these 5 medical files with your case notes, diagnosis, and justification. Get all those turned in, and I will send you the answers to each patient so you can see if you got them right or not. All right? Have a great day. Good luck. And your next communication from me will be next Tuesday, unless you have an individual question. And then, of course, please ask it, and I'll get right back with you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.